All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you guys the moment Burkina Faso military president Ibrahim Traoré told other African leaders to dump and reject the democracy of the West if they truly want the progress of Africa and for Africa to grow. Make una listen to Ibrahim Traoré carefully. I'm coming back.
How can you want to impose democracy by killing millions of people? That's dictatorship, that's not democracy. It can't be imposed. Those who call themselves Democrats. But look, we've seen scenes where people were prevented from entering assemblies. We've seen scenes where forces stormed into assemblies to force the deputies to pass legislation. We've seen scenes worse than that, where people kill their protesters, yet they call themselves Democrats, and we are labeled as coup plotters. If this is democracy, I repeat, we do not want this democracy. And when you often see the incompetent, they don't seek to understand what the word democracy really means. They just cling to the definition he gave imperialism, and they start talking of democracy without really knowing the foundation. That's incompetence. We need to seek knowledge, to understand, to look at the world in order to redefine democracy the way we want it in Africa.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard Ibrahim Traoré for yourself. Africa is really blessed to have such a leader in this time. In a time where Africans need a voice to speak up for them. In a time where Africans need someone as an inspirational figure to stand out amongst the crowd. God provided Ibrahim Traoré. He might not, not everybody might really understand what he's doing. But let me explain. He's not saying that we should dump democracy. From his statement, if you're smart, you would understand that he still acknowledges that democracy is the best form of government if done right. So the problem of Africa with democracy is that we copied and pasted a democracy that was not suitable to our people. A democracy that is not peculiar to the African people. So his statement is that we should dump the Western style of democracy because we are completely different people from them. Now we should redefine what democracy means to us as Africans so that Africans can actually benefit from the dividends of democracy for the African people. That is what he's trying to say. So it's not as if he's saying that military government is better than the democratic kind of government. If only democracy can be redefined to be peculiar and unique to the African people. And by any means, that is exactly what Africans need to do. Define what is to be unique to us. Because what we copied from them is not unique to us. It is unique to them. That is why it's easy for them to thrive in it. But we are finding it difficult to adapt to their style. And they deliberately impose that on us so that our identity can be stolen, so that we will be separated from our identity, so that they can have their way to manipulate, use us the way they like, exploit us the way they like, and punish the African people. God bless Ibrahim Traoré. The traditional politicians, the old ones, might not do what he's doing. But at a time like this, when God needs a leader to speak up for the African people, God is using a young man in the person of Ibrahim Traoré to speak up for the African people. So ladies and gentlemen, share this message, share this video so that every African will see the good thing that is happening through an African and be part of the transformational leadership movement that is coming to Africa through young people. Thank you very much, and let me know what you think in the comment section.